YouTube and Snapchat and fuckers. Welcome back to the installment of the Friday wrap-up. Well, what a fucking week it has been. I have to tell you, it's been like Mutant week. So before we get into today's show, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. I want to give a little shout out to the good people at Yuengling Brewery. Now that it's the fall, a lot of people talk about pumpkin beer. They talk about Oktoberfest beer, which, listen, I like. But what I look forward to the most is the good people at Yuengling put out that fucking Hershey's Porter. Look at this shit. I mean, this is just delightful. Dark, rich, decadent. Little chocolate, little beer. I mean, this is fall in a glass. I mean, yeah, listen, Halloween, they give you out candy, right? What's better than Hershey's chocolate? So, salud. Drink up and be somebody. Holy shit, that's good. Like, I waited an entire year for that. So, get down to your local fucking beer distributor, pick up some Yuengling Hershey's Porter. All right, so without any further ado, let's talk about this week. So, first off, today, October 1st, is a big day for me. Because the Sopranos prequel, The Many Saints in Newark, is now out in theaters. And more importantly, you can watch it on HBO Max. So if you don't want to go to the movie theaters like the rest of them more to the farms, if you got HBO Max, you can watch the long-awaited Sopranos prequel. Which, listen, I know a lot of people have been saying, oh my God, is this going to be how Tony Soprano rose to the power? No. Honestly, it's about his uncle. I'm looking forward to this. I hope you are too. Right after the show tonight, you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be vegging out on my couch right in front of the screen watching The Many Saints in Newark. So hopefully it's a good movie. I'm excited about this. I've only been excited about one movie so far this year, and this is it. But let's talk about a couple of things that I've observed over the week. It's like Monday. I was at the laundromat. And I saw this woman wearing two completely different shoes. One was a Croc, one was a sneaker. Take a look. I mean, what the fuck? Where the fuck do these people come from? Can I know? How do you leave your house like this? Like, at first I thought maybe she's homeless, but then she's washing clothes. She got out of a fairly new car. You got one Croc on, one sneaker. I mean, but get God. So what the fuck is wrong with these people? I don't understand. Okay? Now, Wednesday, I haven't spoken about Dunkin Donuts in quite some time. I've been pretty good about it. I've been tolerant. But Wednesday, I came very close to doing 25 to life. So, I was after work. I always stop at Dunkin Donuts, grab my coffee before I go home. So Wednesday, a guy at Dunkin is holding up the fucking line for like 10, 15 minutes because he was trying to get a free coffee. So here's a fun fact. Wednesday was National Coffee Day. Okay? Like Starbucks was giving away free coffee. Dunkin' Donuts was giving away free coffee. If you use the Dunkin' Donuts app and you apparently paid for something, you got a free medium coffee. Which is 2 fucking sips. I mean, come on. So anyhow, I walk into Dunkin' Donuts, minding my own business. I get on the line and I notice there's a guy in fucking New Balance sneakers right at the fucking register. I should have known right then and there this guy was going to be a fucking problem, okay? He was about 6 feet tall, 297 pounds. This motherfucker couldn't get laid in a cat house with a fistful of 50s, okay? And he's standing there trying to figure out how to get a free cup of coffee on his fucking app. He goes, he ordered a donut and a medium coffee. And then he's like, I don't understand. I've done everything I'm supposed to do on the app, and I can't get it. It wasn't registering. The poor Indian guy with his fucking hat all got shot. He doesn't understand what's happening. So, I mean, seriously, 10 minutes. 10 fucking minutes I'm standing online watching this guy trying to figure out how to get a free cup of coffee. It's a coffee and a donut. It's $5, okay? There was an Irish lady in front of me, and she turns around. She was from Ireland. She goes, I should have bought him a cup of coffee. And that's what triggered me. Then I start fucking yelling at the fucking guy. I'm like, dude, take out $5 from your fucking wallet, pay the fucking guy, and get the fuck out of here. Okay? There's a whole line of people waiting for you to get a free cup of coffee. Holy shit. And he's like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm like, Dude, take $5 out of your fucking wallet. Anyway, because I started yelling at the guy, the poor Indian behind the cash register got so fucking nervous, he gave the guy the coffee and the donut for free. They even charged him for it. He goes, oh, please take this and go. And the fucking guy left with his New Balance sneakers. By the time I got up to the register, my coffee was already ready to go. Imagine this shit. I don't understand how I have not been put in prison yet. Yesterday, I'm coming home. I'm coming down the street. It's a two-way street in front of a fire department. It's a fairly busy street. Anyhow, I noticed there's a line of fucking cars, right? And there's some woman pushing her husband in a fucking wheelchair. She's got a blanket on and everything. Holding up traffic. She almost fucking pushed him in front of my truck. I'm like, look at this fucking hooer over here. She's trying to kill the husband. She's trying to push him in front of oncoming traffic. Holding up traffic. I start honking. I mean, it's probably how he ended up in a fucking wheelchair already. You know, I mean, people fucking suck. It's been like Mutant week. I watched a girl with one hand trying to file a fingernail on her stump. I'm telling you, it's been a fucking week. Anyway, your Hochul hoedown. So, Governor Kathy Hochul wants to replace healthcare workers with foreigners. So, I mentioned this last week, all right? So last week, with that whole vaccine mandate shit, they let go of quite a bit of healthcare workers. Even this week, even more. And when I say healthcare workers, I'm not just talking about orderlies or low-end healthcare workers. We're talking about orderlies, nurses, doctors, anesthesiologists, like high up. So the hospitals now have shortages, which is not really a smart thing to have in the middle of a fucking healthcare crisis or a pandemic. So Hochul's solution is this. She wants to replace the healthcare workers that got fired because they refused to get vaccinated with foreigners from the Philippines who may or may not be vaccinated, and there's no mandate that says that these foreign workers have to be fucking vaccinated. I mean, how the fuck does this make sense? And her reasoning is, if we have foreign workers come into the States to replace the fucking domestic workers, and we require them to get vaccinated, that's racist. I don't understand. Maybe I'm just a simple goomba from fucking Brooklyn, but I don't fucking understand. So, she decreed that they cannot get unemployed, and she also decreed this. So any healthcare worker that refuses to get vaccinated and that therefore loses their job, they will not be able to collect unemployment insurance. Now, it's funny because last year everybody was saying all these healthcare workers are heroes. They're thanking them left, right, and center. Now they're fucking vilifying them. Now, the Department of Labor laws are very specific, and they say a sudden change in job description qualifies you to collect unemployment insurance. So, requiring that somebody suddenly become vaccinated for the Wu flu qualifies as a sudden change in, job description. So the fact that Hochul stepped in and said that they can't collect unemployment insurance is actually illegal. This can get overturned in a class action lawsuit, which more than likely it will be. But this is fucking retarded. You have not just low-level hospital workers. You have actual nurses. You have doctors. You have anesthesiologists, high-end healthcare professionals that are refusing to get the vaccine. So, Hochul's just creating a fucking problem where a problem does not need to be. That's my point. Moving on. If I can get my computer to work. Your COVID special report. So adding to the whole fucking Hochul fiasco, and I brought this up earlier this week, and sometimes when I'm the fucking voice of reason in the room, there's a problem. So like I said, you got hospital workers getting laid off left and right. Some of them are doctors, nurses, whatever. So here's the question that I'm asking. Why the fuck are we not asking these healthcare workers why they don't want the vaccine? I mean, because like I said, a lot of them are doctors, a lot of them are anesthesiologists. I mean, these are the people that were on the front lines last year dealing with this fucking pandemic. And now, you fast forward a year later, the same people don't want the vaccine. Why the fuck are we not asking why? That's my question. Why are we not talking to these people? Why are we not getting their fucking perspective? Like I said, when it comes to vaccines, I feel it's a personal choice. You want to get it? Go right ahead and get it. I ain't gonna fucking knock you for it. If you don't want to get it, it's your personal choice. Don't fucking get it. Now, my problem with the vaccine is everybody who gets it ends up getting COVID. Like, for example, this week alone, Aladdin opened on Broadway. They were open one night. The entire fucking show got shut down because of a COVID outbreak. Now, the entire cast is vaccinated. The entire crew is vaccinated. The entire audience is vaccinated. How the fuck do you get a COVID outbreak when everybody's vaccinated? You do not hear about unvaccinated people catching the wolf flu. That's and believe me, if they did, that would be front and center on the fucking news. Okay? It would. Not a single unvaccinated person has caught this fucking Delta variant. So what is the fucking urgency if everybody who's vaccinated is catching it? I don't understand. Everyone who's vaccinated has to now get a fucking booster shot. I've never had the vaccine. I've never had the wolf flu. I don't speak Cantonese. So I don't understand what the fuck the sense of urgency is. Okay? That's my point. Just saying. Just a local Goomba from Brooklyn just giving his 2 cents. I really miss this fucking chocolate beer. My goodness, it's fucking delightful. Okay, kids, get those tickets out. Get ready to get them punched. We got a quick little trip on the Crazy Train coming up. All aboard! Crazy Train's leaving the station. Woo, woo! First stop is going to be... Holy shit, I just lost our spot on the Crazy Train. Van Gogh. Okay. So, first stop, Maine. We're going up to New England, kids. A woman in Maine named Kayla Blake wanted to spend more time with her hardworking boyfriend. So, how did she go about doing this? Very simple. She decided to call it a bomb threat. Not once, but twice as soon as he left for work. So she wanted to spend a little more time with the guy. He says, sweetheart, I'm sorry, I got to work. He gets up, he goes to work. This crazy bitch calls it a bomb threat twice, okay? Effectively shutting down the manufacturing plant that he worked at. So he was sent home. I mean, just take a quick look at this broad, all right? I mean... I can't blame her boyfriend for wanting to go to work. I mean, I wouldn't want to spend all day with this animal. Okay, so, needless to say, eventually they figured out the bomb threat was bogus. They traced it back to her. She got locked up. But, I have to say this from past experiences. I have dated chicks that would totally do this shit. I mean, granted, they didn't look like that. They were good looking, but, they're elevated and go to the top floor. So I have dated chicks in the past that I could completely see doing that. And if they happen to be watching the show, they're probably wondering, is he talking about me? Do you think he's talking about me? If you have to wonder, you probably are the prime candidate. So I can sympathize with this poor fuck. I've dated chicks like that. So, I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe, maybe he's good between the sheets. I don't know. All right, next stop, New York. So, an MTA supervisor by the name of... Bear with me on this because he's got one of them fucking ooby names. Adita... goes by the name of Buddy. Samaru was caught not paying tolls for years. So apparently, this guy racked up $100,000 in fucking unpaid tolls. Okay? Now, this stupid fuckstick only got caught because he was bragging about it to his fellow coworkers. He's like an MTA bus supervisor. So he didn't pay tolls. He would drive through fucking tolls every day, and he ended up paying them. And he was bragging about it to his coworkers, and that's one of them got disgruntled and fucking reported him because there's always one rat in the crew, and that's how he got caught. Now, he avoided paying tolls by putting a cloudy license. You know those license plate covers? Back in the day, back in our Guido days, when we were fucking cruising down 86th Street and our Monte Carlos and our Eldorados and our Mustangs and shit. You had those license plate, like those tinted license plate covers. Well, anyway, he got one of those and he scuffed it up. It was cloudy, and he put it on his plate. So now he would blow through the fucking tolls. He'd go through the Easy Pass lane, he'd blow through the tolls. They couldn't photograph his fucking license plate. That's how he got away with it. In all honesty, as much of a dumbass as this guy is by bragging about it, that was a fucking ingenious plan. I'm a little upset myself. I didn't fucking think about it. But it's food for thought. Get one of them cloudy plate frames, put it on your license plate, they'll never fucking catch you, apparently. So, it's a good fucking idea. I wish I'd have thought of it. Just saying. Next stop, Turkey. Yeah, the country, not the bird. So I heard this on the news the other day, and I was just tickled about it. So, there was a guy in Turkey, he goes camping. He gets fucking completely inebriated and wanders off into the woods. So the guy went missing for a couple of hours, a day, whatever the fuck it was. So they organize a search party to go looking for him. He comes out of the fucking woods, still drunkified, and hooks up with the search party. He's part of his own fucking search party. They're wandering around for hours looking for him. Finally, he realizes they're looking for him, and he goes, "Wait a minute, could you imagine this? What's going on? What are we looking for? Oh, we're looking for Abdul. Hey, I'm Abdul. Are you looking for me? I'm right here. I was there looking for this fucking Mama Luke. He's walking around with them. Can you imagine? I actually know people that would probably join their own search party. I'm just saying, I'll leave out the names to protect the innocent. There's your crazy train trip. So, your sports update. Major League Baseball, the fucking New York Yankees will slap my ass and call me Sally. These fucking bastards are now in second place. Could you imagine this shit? Listen, I'll be the first one to admit when I'm wrong. In spite of the fact that they're managed by a fucking Mameluke, these son of a bitches ended up they swept the fucking Red Sox last weekend and then jacked themselves up to second place. Now, this is the last official weekend of regular season baseball. As long as the fucking Yankees do not lose, okay? They played the fucking Blue Jays last night. I think they started a 3-game series with the Rays. As long as they don't lose and the Red Sox don't win, these motherfuckers will be the top contenders for the goddamn wild card. Holy shit. Do I think they will go past the wild card? No. But it'll be nice to see the Yankees in fucking October baseball. So, last weekend, watching the Yankees sweep the fucking Red Sox was actually the most exciting sports I have seen all weekend. So in spite of the fact that they're managed by an idiot, these guys ended up pulling through. So, brings me to my next point, NFL. Oh my fucking God. New York football is so fucking fucked. It's not even funny, okay? The Giants dropped another game to a fucking field goal. Okay, another fucking field goal. They lost the game. They lost the game by. It's it. It's over, Johnny. The Giants are fucking shot. I mean, they should have really replaced the entire offensive line with one on Mongoloids. Okay, at least they'd be fucking entertaining to watch. Okay, a bunch of I mean, I would rather watch that than watch what's going on. Okay, seriously. All right, they might even win a fucking game that way. I mean, truthfully, if I had to choose, I'd rather watch the fucking gorillas blowing each other at the fucking zoo than to sit there and watch another goddamn Giants game. Seriously. I purposely stayed home last Sunday afternoon to watch the game because, you know, they were retiring Manning's jersey. And yeah, it was nice. But the rest, I mean, you'd think if they're going to win one fucking game all season, they'd win that one. I mean, they weren't playing the fucking Falcons. It's not like they were playing a fucking, like, you know, top-tier team. One field goal, they lost the whole fucking game. What a disgrace. I mean, seriously, what a fucking disgrace. I mean, mother of Christ, these fucking people are just shot. I mean, they're so fucking horrible with all the penalties and everything. They shouldn't even be a fucking football team anymore. I mean, so after the Giants game, I felt the need for alcohol, so I went to the local bar, and when I walked in, I happened to stumble in, like, right around, like, I think it was, like, the second half of the Jets game. You know, I mean, so I walk in, I go and sit down at the bar, the fucking Jets are getting crushed. Even worse than the Giants, okay? I look over and I see this fucking guy, he's a friend of mine, he's in a Jets jersey, just staring at the TV with his mouth open like I mean, he was shell-shocked. I felt bad for the fucking guy who bought him a beer. I mean, this is how bad the fucking Jets were. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Okay, they shouldn't even be a football team either. Thank God the fucking Saints won, because otherwise football would have been a fucking done deal. I was actually looking more forward to the Rangers Islanders game, which that was a fucking disappointment too. So for NHL, the Rangers got shut out by the Islanders on Sunday, which sucked. But since it is preseason, I'm going to refrain from losing my entire fucking mind. The Rangers are playing the Devils again, I believe, tonight at 7 o'clock. So hopefully, I mean, they lost one, they won one. Hopefully they win one again. I don't know. I'm not surprised the Islanders beat the Rangers. The Islanders were playing a lot longer than the Rangers last year, and the Islanders do have a better team. Let's see what happens. I'm just excited for hockey season because it's not political. I can go catch a fucking Islanders Rangers game right down the block for myself. I'm delighted by that. So, on What the Fuck Is That? We're going to talk about Castoreum. Now, you're probably wondering, what the hell is that? Castoreum are anal secretions from beavers that are used as vanilla flavoring in imitation vanilla. I'm not even kidding. So this is apropos because, you know, like the holiday season's right around the corner. People start making cakes and cookies and all kinds of shit. Now, again, you guys know I'm a fucking foodie, so I'm going to tell you, whenever you're baking something and it calls for vanilla extract, please, for the love of Christ, use real vanilla extract. Do not buy imitation, because the imitation vanilla comes from the asshole of a fucking beaver. So, I don't understand how they figured this out, okay? So, instead of vanilla, they use this stuff called Castoreum, which is a byproduct of anal secretions from a fucking beaver. I don't know, somebody was walking through the woods one day, saw some beaver shit, went like this, oh, that's nice! That tastes like vanilla. When you buy vanilla ice cream, more than likely it's imitation vanilla. You're eating a beaver's ass. Okay? So eat the chocolate, get the Rocky Road, go for the fucking cannoli flavoring. Please, for Christ's sake, do not get the fucking imitation vanilla ice cream. You're eating a beaver. You're tossing a beaver salad. Okay? Now, in my day, a beaver meant the fucking vagina. Nowadays, it means a fucking beaver. When you eat anything imitation vanilla, it's a beaver's asshole. So just keep that in fucking mind. Next time you get yourself a nice vanilla ice cream cone from fucking Carvel with the sprinkles on it, you might as well go stick your tongue up a fucking beaver's ass. It tastes the same, apparently. How they figured this out, I don't even want to know. Your PSA. Okay, what? Listen, last week I was knocking around a little bit, and I noticed a very disturbing thing starting to happen. Now, we all know, we see the face, I'm not a pleasant looking person, and I have said this before on the show. I don't mind looking unpleasant because when people come and talk to me, I know that they belong instantly in a straitjacket, okay? Because I know I don't look fucking friendly. So lately, I've noticed a disturbing fucking thing where people with no teeth feel like it's okay to come just talk to me out of the blue. So, last week I'm in Dunkin Donuts. I'm online, again, with the Dunkin Donuts. I know. This is delightful shit. So last week I'm online, and there was a broad in front of me. She had a mask on. And she's just standing there. Like, she didn't order, she wasn't. So I said, excuse me, did you order yet? And she goes on this whole tirade. She apparently ordered on the app, and they fucked up her order. I'm sorry, I asked. I go up. They know my face. They put the coffee down. I take my coffee, I walk out. So I'm standing by my truck. I'm smoking a cigar. I'm having a cup of coffee. And this broad comes out of Dunkin' Donuts. She's still complaining. At this point, she takes her mask down. And she's missing her teeth. Like, she had these teeth, but she's missing the fucking canines. So, like, all I saw her front teeth. No, I'm like, ah! I would put the mask back on. So she had no fucking teeth. And I think this was like a Thursday. Fast forward to maybe Saturday. I take a ride. I go out to the beach bar Saturday night because I needed to put a little mileage on my truck. And I'm just standing there minding my business. I'm not fucking talking to nobody. I'm making fun of all the mutants there in my head. This guy's in front of me. He turns around. He decides to strike up a conversation with me. He's missing all the teeth on either side of his fucking two front teeth. So this is number two. I don't understand. Why the fuck people with no teeth feel like it's okay to talk to me? Do I look tolerant to fucking people with no teeth? No. If you have no fucking teeth in your head, don't talk to people. Don't smile. Matter of fact, kill yourself. Make sure you die face down. Okay? That's my advice for you. So, that's been your Friday wrap-up, kids. No, just remember, stay COVID-less. No mask, don't ask. Haters can kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? It's been your Friday wrap-up, and I'll see you when I see you.